We are jamming here. There's my doggins. We're doggins in it. Oh, and on the way up here, I was driving by, the other parts of the park. And in the other parts of the park, there's Smokey over here. I saw a bunch of kids getting ready for some Little League baseball. And I love me some Little League baseball. It reminded me of the hopes and the dreams, okay, that I had as a child of being a pro baseball guy. What is this? Okay, sorry. Have a brand new phone here. I know I love the new phones. Brand new phone. We're going to see how it does. It looks a little choppy already, but who knows? That could be the internet connection. And one of the premiums this weekend is going to be with a gentleman named John Paul Rice, who's done some work in the Hollywood field, but really focuses on the child trafficking issue and has made some quality productions in that regards and beyond. And really, the message that kind of came across in that hour-long conversation is that, first of all, you're responsible for you. Okay, that doesn't mean everything's perfect, but you can manifest greatness. Everybody. It's not promised the next day, but it's this mentality of oppression that so many people have succumbed to on so many levels, because they've just been bombarded with lies, man. They've been bombarded with dishonesty, okay? And as such, number one, they're not really connected to what's important, right? Like the first dishonest thing is that you're going to be happy if you achieve certain levels of financial success, right? That, like, no matter what. Or you're going to be happy if you even achieve certain levels of business success. Even, you could even say success in family, because again, nothing's guaranteed. But at the end of the day, the real successes are those personal relationships, those memories, building towards something. And by the way, you can have financial success and be proud of that and happy about that. And that can be part of the positivity that comes into your life. But if that's the only goal, come on. I mean, what is it that drives you? What is it that truly makes you happy? This is the kind of stuff that makes me happy. Sitting here, talking to an audience that enjoys my work, that hopefully thinks that some of it's meaningful. That I'm not some guru that's selling you on some life skills program. I'll tell you the basic skills. First thing is showing up. And then the second thing, we had a good conversation, is don't suppress your imagination. In other words, if you can think it, right? Maybe eventually, maybe not tomorrow or the next day or a week from there or a year from now, you can do it. But is it worth doing, right? Is it something you got a passion for? Are you taking care of business? That's the hope. And, I hope there's a tyke out there on the Little League field today that does make it happen. It gets out there, the Little League World Series, tyking it up, hitting some home runs, getting out to Cooperstown, maybe a little League there, moving on, playing some college ball, into some double A, and then all of a sudden, he's in the big leagues. And the thing is that whether it's the big leagues of baseball or the big leagues of your city council or your school board or your community center, making a difference in other people's lives are the big leagues. Isn't that right, Smoke? Smoke is trotting today. He's got a trot out here. So, what do we got for you today? Well, if you paid attention to the broadcast, we did a lot on voter integrity, misinformation, disinformation, Russia. A guy I like to refer to as Wally Weaselbottom, aka, what was his name? Alex Chan. He was not a good person from the FBI. I promise you that. Not good whatsoever. Bad News Brown in a lot of ways. And then, premiering on AMP, I think about an hour ago, you can go watch this now, probably over at Rumble and other places, is my conversation with, first of all, he was a founder at Citizen United, Floyd G. Brown, and very knowledgeable guy, worked in the Reagan administration in his early 20s, discussed with me how in the Reagan administration in the early 20s, he was told and directed by the CIA to push a socialist narrative abroad, despite being a Reaganite. And we had a really awesome conversation about his, not only his new book, Counterpunch, but the quote-unquote deep state, if you will, and the New World Order. We talked a little George H.W. Bush. I really, really enjoyed my conversation with Floyd, and it's definitely it's one I'm going to be reposting in a lot of places. These guys, a lot of them, himself, and he also is behind westernjournal.com. Western Journal does some good work out there. He owns that outfit. Very Christian. He believes it's Satan behind all this. Hard to argue with those people. And I'm certainly sympathetic to their cause, because, look, good and evil exist. Question is there an entity or force that is directing that malevolence, that evil, the division, the hate, the lies? Maybe. I'm certainly not here to tell you otherwise. Right, Smoke? Hey, Smokey. How's my dog at? Yeah, Smokey. Good dog. So it's going to be John Paul Rice. We're going to get another interview up, but that one will be available Saturday for all you premium subscribers over at redvoicemedia.com/uncensored. I still haven't put up the Ricky Varandas interview. I will do that, I promise. I know I'm behind on the Podbean. I'm really behind on Twitter too. I haven't posted just a ton of my videos on Twitter. I'm behind a lot of things. I gotta pull myself up by the bootstraps and get them going. And right now we're getting going right here. Walking, talking, doggins. This is walk number 2, by the way, right, Smoke? Yes, it is. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up short. I'm going to encourage everybody to share the information. Go check out the shows today, including Making Sense of the Madness, which I love. Johnny Vedmore on Making Sense of the Madness tomorrow. We're going to be talking everything Epstein. So if you want an Epstein 101, along with the latest Epstein revelations and news that we'll cover, those stories as well, Johnny Vedmore is going to be the guest. Love Vedmore. Think he does great work. A lot of people over the pond, man. They do really good work. Vedmore, Stuart J. Hooper. I hope you guys are really paying attention to him too. Both those guys, deserve a lot of credit for their work. They do great work, and they're day in and day out doing good stuff. It's not easy. Come on, buddy. Come on. I know he's sniffing down other dogs. All right, guys. I love you. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you all on the flip side. Thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Losing subscribers like crazy on YouTube.